Hey guys, this is Tattoo Tony, and welcome to the Majestic Theatre in East St. Louis, Illinois. It was named the Majestic Theatre in 1909. Originally, there was a Rex Theatre that was open in this location that was destroyed by fire, and I believe that theater, and maybe the Majestic as well, would have hosted vaudeville acts. And I found a few photographs, a few old photographs. You may want to pause on that last one, but I wanted to include these so you could maybe see the theater in its grandeur. This is a foyer. I'd like you guys to watch through the video and those foyers and stuff, see if you can find these areas. You actually can in the video, but that's a look at what they used to look like. So I had that a little bit, the information a little incorrect. This building was put up before 1909, in March of 1909, as the Rex Theatre. It was renamed the Majestic Theatre, also in 1909, and then it was destroyed by fire in 1927 and rebuilt. The new Majestic Theatre, which we're exploring today, was built on the site, which this one actually opened in 1928. So it was built by the Boller Brothers, which was a architectural firm based in Kansas City, Missouri. They specialized in theater design in the Midwestern United States during the first half of the 20th century. Karl Heinrich Boller, who lived from 1868 to 1946, and his brother Robert Otto Boller, who lived from 1887 to 1962, are credited with the design of almost 100 theaters ranging from small vaudeville venues to grand movie palaces. About 20 Boller Brothers works are listed on the National Register of Historic Places. This theater was also, I believe, added to the list in the 1980s. Now, the Majestic Theatre, when it reopened on February 26 of 1928, had performances from Al Jolson, and George Jessel. Go look up Al Jolson. He's a performer from the 20s. You might find that interesting. The theater had 1,767 seats and was equipped with a Wurlitzer theater organ. In September of 1928, a Vitaphone sound system was installed. It closed in 1960 and went under the city's ownership. And just like the rest of the buildings surrounding this, it's been in a state of decay for years. Now, also, in addition to the state-of-the-art Vitaphone sound film system in 1928 that was installed, it was also the first theater where you could see a talkie or a movie with sound in southern Illinois. It was also the first theater in the city with air conditioning. During the peak of East St. Louis as a city in 1954, the Majestic Theatre was also outfitted with a curved cinemascope screen and a new projector that was able to handle the increased screen size. As many factories in the Midwest closed down in the late 50s and 60s, the population of East St. Louis was drastically cut down as people moved to more affluent suburbs. Crime soon spread throughout the city, and an emptying downtown caused profits from ticket sales to go down, and they just weren't selling tickets. The Majestic closed its doors in 1960. They attempted to maintain the beautiful space in the 1970s with a new roof and doors, but the property spiraled into decay despite being placed on the National Register of historic places in 1985. What you're seeing here is kind of like a wig or a fashion shop where they sold makeup. The last time I explored this video, and you guys can go back and look through my videos, and there's some different views. You can see the difference in the state of the decay even from, you know, say 3 years ago. I also did a better job filming the front of the building, even though it was not as good of a camera, but you can, in other videos I have way back in my videos, you can see all the ornate facade on the front of the building. Pretty cool stuff. But this was actually occupied the last time we explored this building, and we could not come in here. In fact, when we came close in the foyer, we tried not to be real loud because there was actually business going on in this space. This has since been abandoned as well, and there is nothing left functioning in this building. I believe earlier while I was narrating and not watching, and you'll see it again, you'll see those foyers that were in the initial pictures at the beginning of the video. A lot of pairs of these shoes left behind. I can see why they weren't purchased. They're kind of plastic, and man, those don't look very comfortable. Looks like they've got a lot of those mirrors to try to catch thieves. If you're new and you've made it this far in this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Also hit that notification button, because if you don't, you're not going to see when I put out new videos. And there's some really cool stuff that I filmed here recently that'll be coming out next week. It'll be coming up, so you won't want to miss that. Also, if you haven't yet, go over to Old and Fat Exploration. Type that in. Go subscribe to that channel. Those videos are A+. And go over to Americana Explore and subscribe. So here we are back kind of in the foyer area. And this staircase, go back and look at those photographs that were in black and white. This is the same area you saw in that old photograph when the theater was operational. At one point over here in the corner, there's an entrance to what is now or was that kind of like wig makeup shop, and they had actually put some file cabinets back in this corner right here covering the entrance, and they were welded to the door. Now, in my last exploration, we did find some newspapers from the 1960s that may have had something about, and that's looking into the theater, may have had something about Kennedy's assassination in them. I also found a really old Good and Plenty box, probably from the 60s. Upstairs here in the video coming up, you're going to see an old Big Mac McDonald's box. Maybe somebody can comment and say when they think it's from, maybe the 80s, the 70s. I'm not really sure. And there's a few photographs in here. I really didn't have a tripod to use, but I did take some that show the theater. Go over to Old and Fat Exploration. He's got some spectacular photographs, and he has a full-frame camera that really illuminates and shows the details here. Here we are in the upper balcony. You can hear the trains or the Metrolink in the distance. So these photos aren't in the best focus by any means, but I wanted to take them so that you could see what it looked like. I really needed a tripod and didn't have one with me, but I did the best I could. You can see some of the last carpeting that would have been in here on these stairs.
Dude, it scared me. Because I didn't expect you to come that way. I came the other way. And all of a sudden I saw this light. I was like, oh.
Now, if you're in the St. Louis area, I would encourage you to go to the Lincoln Theater in Belleville. It's not quite as big, I don't think, and grand, but it's very cool. It's an old theater. I'm not sure the year it was built, but you can go and see a operating vintage theater with some really old stuff inside. It's very cool. I recommend you go there. Go support them and help them keep their theater open. It's in downtown Belleville. So up here, I believe this area, there's some utility rooms that probably housed the first, air conditioning system in a building in the city, maybe. And this is the projector room. There you can see the interstate just passing East St. Louis by, people coming from here to there to St. Louis, Missouri and beyond. And East St. Louis has just kind of been left behind. Somebody tell me what year that Big Mac box is from. You can see the downfall of this building really is the roof and all the water coming in. It's just destroying it.
Okay.
Really like that light Andrew has. You guys tell him to put that in my videos more, because it turns up blue and I like the way it looks. There you can see some of the ceiling, some of the plaster designs at the top. And
these old newspapers?
No, I was just filming it.
that's near the foyer.
Is this what I missed?
No.
You can see those in the old photographs.
Oh. Because I was going to say last time we found like a 1960s newspaper over here. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember when we found those old Whopper?
So here Andrew is showing me something that I missed when I originally came in here, and we'll get down to it here real quick.
Did you go down here?
No. What's in there?
The basement.
No way. Did you go down here yet?
No, I was waiting for you.
Oh, dang, dude.
Whoa.
Look.
You know, back when this theater was built and some years past that, people used to wear their pants up, especially men, up to their belly buttons.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And that might have been a good idea.
Do what?
Maybe suspenders, I don't know.
What?
I'm shaky.
Oh. want some mayonnaise, Andrew? Want some mayonnaise? Hey, Andrew. Dude, put some of these wigs on, man. Oh, salon chair? That's cool. What, weeds? Why don't you put one on?
Now at this point in the building we were leaving because I thought I heard some noises or some people coming into the building. And, you know, I guess I'm a little paranoid. We're in a basement with no other way out of the building other than up the steps. And sometimes people come in and sleep and do whatever in these buildings, even though there's not a lot of signs of it. And I'm not sure how much Andrew filmed because I went around real quick and filmed the basement. And then, I thought maybe it'd probably be time to go. So sorry about that, Andrew. Also, if you like the videos, if you enjoy them, you can go to patreon.com, Tattoo Tony Alton, one word, and help support as little as $1 a month. Like, subscribe, and share, and check out my other videos. Hit the notification button. Thanks for watching.
Hey, dude.